Hey friends, I'm here to talk about something a little different today. I want to talk about flower essences and get into a little bit of gem essences too. So, I'm going to share with you first a little background about what flower essences are, how they work, and how to really take them too. I'll get into that. But I first want to acknowledge that this video is not going to resonate with everyone. And it feels really vulnerable for me to share about it, even though I am excited for it. Yeah, and if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Now is not the time to hide in vulnerability. It is the time to show up. And so I with the help of source guidance, I made a really wonderful essence blend that I want to share with you all. And for those of you who are curious and don't know much about essences, that's why I want to do this kind of background introduction first. So, flower essences are essentially harnessed energy, harnessed vibration of a particular flower. So you first have to be under the knowing that all living things have energy. We all have a vibrational frequency to us. Our energy can shift day to day, moment by moment. We're all energetic beings and we're all connected. We influence each other. Sometimes we take on a lot of other people's energy that's not our own, and it kind of gets stuck in our field. And at the same time, we can emit a lot of energy and put our energy out there. So flowers and other plants, animals, living things, stones even, of the earth, all hold certain energies. And it depends on the type of plant, animal, stone, etc. And now one can, through making an essence, one can harness the energy of a certain flower, stone, whatever it may be. It could even be harness the energy of a moment in time. And I'm not going to go into how to make flower essences in this video and the processes of it, but just know that this is something like that you can do. You can harness this energy in water, and you can make like a dosage bottle. And essentially what a flower and other essences are like energetic medicine. So this is like similar to homeopathy, if you know about homeopathy, but this energetic medicine just kind of, it works with your energy, your vibration, your frequency. So you can take a flower that has a certain vibration to it and introduce it to your own energetic field, your aura, your vibration, and you can work like synergistically with it. Flower essences are very helpful, always helpful and supportive, and they can help your energy shift and balance in certain ways that it needs to. For example, if you've been heavily traumatized by something, that is a time to bring in a flower essence, and there are particular flowers that help with trauma that are going to help soothe your energy and help you ground and come to your center and calm. And so there's all sorts of flowers and essences out there, and I've been making them for the last like 5 years or so, and taking flower essences. There's a couple different ways you can take them. You can take them with like a dropper under the tongue, like a tincture, or even on top of the tongue if it tastes good to you. Or you can use a mist. And I've come to really like the mists because I just feel that the energy of whatever I have in that bottle really kind of rains down and like mingles with my aura and my own energy. So I just have a nicer feeling associated to using the mists. Mists are also nice because you can mist your space. And so, our spaces in themselves can kind of harness various energies. And so I do also want to say that flowers in general are of the highest vibrational frequency out there. It's partly the reason that flowers are so captivating and so alluring, and how they also have the immense power to transform your mood, anyone's mood, almost instantaneously. Flowers like just bring joy, they uplift you, they can bring a sense of calm, wonder, they can take you back to a childhood experience, nostalgia. Like, flowers themselves are incredible. And the energy of flowers is partly why this is so. All right, so now I've got the bases covered of flower essences. I hope I did kind of a good job encompassing it all. And so when this pandemic started, I felt really called to make an essence blend that would help us through this time. What is it that, would really support us right now, individually and collectively? And through a process of really tuning in and meditating and using certain instruments and tools, I was able to distill several flowers from essences that I've had in a collection over the last 5 years I've been making these. So I have like quite a collection of essences. And so going through them and really feeling and trusting that's what's coming through is meant to be in this essence blend. And also what came up were some gems. I'm really into gemstones. It's another thing. And some gems came up that wanted to be included in this essence blend. And I don't have very many gem essences. I just started getting into making those. And so I made 2 of them to be included in this essence blend. So I want to introduce to you this flower essence for this time that is going to help us navigate what's going on right now in our lives. And I will tell you everything that's in it, the flowers and the gems, and I'll tell you a little bit about the energy of each of these. And then I want to share how this essence blend, when you use it collectively, like how all of these flower essences and gem essences work synergistically with each other. Because one single one is going to feel different than when you have like it with a couple other ones. They're gonna like play and interact off each other. So it's kind of multi-layered, which is exciting. So first I'll read you everything that's in it, and then I'll go through them individually. So this is a flower and gem essence blend of dogwood, sage, nicotiana, Lisianthus, sunflower, dianthus, hellebore, green mist, garnet, smoky quartz. And also in this is lavender hydrosol, organic vodka, and a balanced blend of essential oils. So this mist does have some fragrance to it. Naturally, flower essences do not have fragrance. You're just taking the energy of it, harnessing it in water, and preserving that with alcohol, and so there's no scent to flower essences unless you add in essential oil, and then you get a mist. So this is a really nice smelling mist. Now I will go to my notes section here, and I want to tell you just briefly what each of these essences are about. So dogwood, this essence I actually didn't make. I got it in Shasta. A spiritual leader in Shasta made this one. And so dogwood is good for emotional and physical trauma. Sage, I also didn't make this one. I also got it in Shasta, made by the same people. Sage is for clearing the path. And Nicotiana, this one came through and showed me how it helps with being bold and being brave. And it's really related to the throat chakra and self-expression. Lisianthus is all about like holding it together. It's kind of like reining it in when things are getting kind of draining and difficult. Lisianthus is there to kind of like tighten you up and hold your energy together. Sunflower is calming. Dianthus, Dianthus feels like collective restructuring, and it almost felt like cells finding their place in a puzzle piece. Hellebore or Helleborus, this one came through as possibly being for detox. I personally was feeling this a lot in like my mouth, like my teeth and bones, and so perhaps some self-expression through that too. And green mist, this is like Ami. It's like Queen Anne's lace, an umbel type flower. And this I was feeling it really activating my womb space and my root chakras. So those are the flowers. And I will say that some of these flowers I have a lot more experience with using than others. So like when I was talking about the hellebore, I was like, I think it kind of helps with detox. Like, yeah, some of these flowers I just know I've used them a lot, and other ones I just have a whole collection. I make them more than I sit and I meditate with them. And so there's still a lot in my collection that I don't know as intimately as I would like. And so a couple of these came through today that I had to really sit with and learn. And I acknowledge that I'm still learning about them. And if anyone else has thoughts on or experiences with these flowers that I mentioned and how it has helped your energy shift or what you've felt with it, I'd love to hear about it. I'm very open. And so now I want to get to the gem essences in here. The gem essences are garnet and smoky quartz. And this was really interesting. I kind of had the feeling to put smoky quartz in this essence blend because I know smoky quartz, and I just like knew that the smoky quartz would be a really good fit. And I got confirmation from that as well. The garnet was new. That just was like maybe you should put garnet in there, and trusting my intuition, I was like, garnet, why garnet? And so I got out my crystal Bible, which is the book that I consult for all things crystal energy wise, and read about garnet. And then as soon as I read this particular paragraph about garnet, I was like, yes, that's what needs to be in this blend. My intuition was spot on. So I'm going to read you this little blip about garnet from this book. Garnet is a useful crystal to have in a crisis. It is particularly helpful in situations where there seems to be no way out, or where life has fragmented or is traumatic. It fortifies, activates, and strengthens the survival instinct, bringing courage and hope into seemingly hopeless situations. Crisis is turned into challenge under Garnet's influence. It also promotes mutual assistance in times of trouble. So that seems like we need it. Exactly. Whew. Times of crisis and drama, and oh my goodness. Thank you, Garnet. And now, smoky quartz. So smoky quartz is a very grounding and very protective stone, naturally. But I want to read to you a little excerpt from smoky quartz, just beyond being very grounded and protective in its energies. So here, grounding spiritual energy and gently neutralizing negative vibrations, smoky quartz blocks geopathic stress, absorbs electromagnetic smog, and assists elimination and detoxification on all levels. It brings in a positive vibration to fill the space. Smoky quartz teaches you how to leave behind anything that no longer serves you. It can be used to protect the earth chakra below the feet and its grounding cord when in an area of disturbed earth energy. Psychologically, smoky quartz relieves fear, lifts depression, and brings emotional calmness. So, those are the essences that are in this bottle here. And now I want to talk about the feeling that this essence has as a whole, the energy of this bottle, this particular blend, this unique creation. So I'm just gonna mist myself, and if you're watching this video, you're gonna get a dose of this too. So I invite you to really breathe it in as I mist this on myself, and sit and feel for yourself for just a moment. So immediately, what I feel when I miss this essence is that I have a calm heart. My heart calms and it settles. And then I also feel that my higher energy centers, these higher chakras, my throat, my third eye, my crown, they all kind of open a bit, kind of get activated, like they're more receptive is what it feels like. And then what I feel is that all my energy that's kind of been scattered throughout the day kind of mingles and slowly makes its way back to me. So it kind of feels like a calling back of the energy that I've put out or that's been scattered in my field. It feels very like gently calming in and settling, very settling. And then this energy, once it's called back to me, settles in my womb space. And that's really beautiful because your womb space is your seed center, it's your power center, it's your source of creativity. It is where you are like divinely able to, share your gifts, or allow your gifts to be born into creation. Is in your womb space. It's a very grounded space to be in and to have your energy settle in. So this essence blend wanted to be named Settle In. So that's the name of this. It's Settle In. And I'll read you the ingredients again, just briefly, now that you've had a chance to feel them. It is flower and gem essences of dogwood, sage, nicotiana, lisianthus, sunflower, dianthus, hellebore, green mist, garnet, smoky quartz, lavender hydrosol, organic alcohol, and balanced blend of essential oils. So this has a really nice fragrance to it, a really nice, it's a blend that I use and helps me ground. It smells kind of very woodsy and earthy, the scent. It's also just uplifting though, and yeah, so I'm really excited to share this and to get this out in the world. I didn't make a lot of them because honestly I'm not so sure how this is going to be received. Again, this is pretty vulnerable for me to share. Like I said, I've been making and taking essences for about 5 years, and this is, I think, the first time you're hearing about this from me. But I really feel that this type of medicine can be beneficial to so many people. And so I really want this energetic medicine to reach the right people, to reach the right hands. And so these are 2-ounce bottles in glass cobalt blue bottles here. And I'm selling them for $20 each, offering shipping or free pickup if you're local. And yeah, I mean, if this goes really well, I can always buy more bottles and make more. I do have some ideas to make other blends to help us with various different types of energy, things we want to bring into our field and have resonate with us. But if this resonates with you, if you've made it this far into the video and if I've convinced you even a tiny bit, or you're super excited about flower essences, these will be up in my shop, and I'm excited for you to try them. One last thing that I want to cover is the frequency of using them and kind of how you know when the energy has worked for you. When I come to my flower essence, so first I leave this in a place that I am often. So usually I have flower essences on my dresser, which is right next to my bed. And so I'm standing there, every morning, every evening, sometimes during the day. And I also tend to leave them in the bathroom. The bathroom's a really good spot because you visit it often. So somewhere where you will see it frequently and you'll remember to mist yourself. Or if you take an essence that's a dropper, do it that way. But you can use essences as many times throughout the day as you want. And it's recommended to use it at least 4 to 5 times a day because you're really trying to introduce this energy to your aura, your field, your own unique vibrational center. You're trying to introduce the energies of these flowers to your own unique energy. And so just like any kind of introduction, like it might take a couple of times to really sink in. And so flower essences are like that. You need some frequent use to like really allow your energy to get used to these new vibrations and for you to feel more lasting effects from it. So when I come to my essence blend, it says on here, gently shake to activate, because you want to like almost wake it up. It's like, you know, there's energy in here. You can view it as being alive. So you want to come to it and either tap it a couple of times, swirl it, give it a gentle shake, anything that feels right to you when you pick it up, but just to kind of wake it up. You spritz yourself, take it in, and then it's really good just to allow a moment. So it's great if you want to mist yourself and meditate for 5, 10, 20 minutes at a time with it. But a lot of us don't have that type of time throughout the day to devote. So really all you need is just a moment. Don't just take your essence or mist yourself and you're on your way. I mean, you can do that, but it's really not as effective to use it that way. After you use an essence, take an essence, it's good just to pause. You just need a little pause, a little moment, breathe it in, allow it to integrate into your energy field before you go do the next thing. So that's important. And in terms of how you know when you're done using it, so that's just kind of vague, and that's where you have to really trust your intuition and your guidance, because I like to say that you know you're done using it when you just stop using it. And that will happen. At least for me, what I experience is I'll be using a flower essence throughout the day, every day, and then just one day I don't, and the next day I don't. And it's not necessarily conscious, but I just don't use it. And then at some point, I see it and I recognize and remember that, oh, I'm not really using this anymore. And I put it away. So that's a good indicator that you don't need it anymore. So if you just stop. Also, if you take like a tincture form or like a dropper in your mouth, sometimes the taste might change to you. Like you might all of a sudden not resonate with how it tastes in your mouth. And that's a good indicator that you don't need it anymore. And when I say you don't need it anymore, it's because your energy, your frequency has already taken it in and it knows the vibration. So your energetic field, your aura knows what you've been spraying it with, and so it doesn't need any more dosage. It doesn't need that reminder. You've integrated it fully. So that's what that means. Now, what happens if you're getting close to the end of your bottle and you realize you're not done taking it, that you still want to be using this every day? Then you can refill it with a little bit of spring water and make it last longer. So, I mean, flower essences are distilled down to, you know, like very small doses of the essence themselves in here, which is similar to homeopathy. Like the more you distill it down, the more potent of a medicine you get. And so it definitely works to just refill the bottle a little bit with some water, and you're still gonna get energetic effects as long as you leave some of the original essence down at the bottom. You can just fill up more. So yeah, I hope I covered everything here, and I'm really excited to be kind of getting this out and sharing it with you, and I hope this video reaches those of you who are resonant with this type of energetic medicine. And I feel so grateful to be able to offer it and to now be able to speak on it. Yeah, so this is available currently for whomever of you feel that you could benefit from it. And I thank you so much for watching this video and learning about flower essences or learning about these individual ones. And yeah, many blessings to you.